Welcome to the Ultimate Team Experience, the podcast where coins are king, packs are cracked, and your squad is always one pull away from greatness. Every week we dive deep into Madden Ultimate Team, strategies, market moves, solo battles, and those heart-pounding ranked head-to-head moments. Your hosts, Swain Games, Retro Yimmy, The Animal 916, and Westman Y2K. 4 voices, 1 mission. Help you build the ultimate team without breaking the bank or your controller. Let's get it.
Welcome back to the Madden Ultimate Team Experience, episode number 38. I'm joined with Retro Yimmy, The Animal 916, Westman Y2K, and handsome and special guest, Roy McCracken. Thank you for being with us here tonight, Roy. We're going to jump right into it as always, guys. A lot going on this week. We're going to start off. I want to go straight to Animal. I want to hear about this title update, patch notes, and all the stuff that's in there because I honestly didn't have a chance to look yet. So tell me all about it, sir.
There's a lot. There's like a lot of stuff. They talk about the all Madden versus NFL Superstars rosters, which we don't really care about that. That's not really our thing. So, but there's like all Madden Legacy game, so you can the whole this theme of this one is like be all Madden. So it's very like very Coach Madden heavy. A lot of stuff for CFM with Coach Madden having new archetypes and all kinds of new stuff with that, which seems exciting for the CFM players. But the stuff we care about is your gameplay stuff, your cut stuff. So, or your MUT stuff, sorry. Biggest thing is they addressed the unrealistic QB speed glitch. So the QB speed boost that was running rampant lately. I'm sure if you played any kind of ranked or head-to-head, you ran into it multiple times. There's no defense for it. There's no players fast enough to stop it. There's no contain to stop it. You could rush all 11 players. It's pretty much unstoppable. It's going to be patched, which is huge.
Is this where people are doing play action, but they're just hauling ass to the right or the left?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I had no idea that was a thing.
You do
now
QB
I understand
juke
exactly what you're saying.
Yep, you do juke and the QB just sprints to like uncatchable speed. It's crazy. They also pursuits should be better on defense, so that should be good. You're actually able to audible to a new defensive play when they do an auto motion, which is awesome. So if they got somebody doing those orbit things, and because you right now you'd have to click on and pull somebody out of the way. Now you could just switch to a man coverage or do something mid motion. You weren't able to do that before, so that's huge. Ice the kicker is a little more consistent, so kicking's gonna be harder, which is great. We're all fans of kicking being hard. I like typing exclamation point kick in Yummy Stream. It's my favorite thing to do. Let's see what else. A really big one, which is kind of is changes the route in Gun Bunch X Nasty, the Y flat goal line play. Right now, it's got a speed out that's real. So basically, all the pros are doing that. It's a speed out with a slot fade in a streak. That's pretty much what you're seeing almost every game too. If you're playing in Gun Bunch X Nasty, they're making that. They're basically nerfing that play, which is huge because that's basically what the play everybody that runs Bunch X Nasty bases off of and goes from there. So that's really, really, really big. Those are the biggest ones. There's a couple other things where it's going to nerf some double mugging and defense pass rushers are going to disengage a little more. So little minor things, which is great. But yeah, the biggest thing is the QB rollout. And then there's new playbooks. There's new formations in all the playbooks. So there's 17 new formations and 280 plus new plays throughout. In addition to it looks like every playbook's getting multiple new formations. Like Yimmy runs Bills. They're getting gun split Y off and gun tray Y flex.
Nice.
So a bunch of new formations, a bunch of new playbooks, but new stuff to do, which is very exciting.
Yeah, definitely can't complain about that. When's that? Yeah. When does this drop?
Good question.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
It is tomorrow morning.
I think it's tomorrow.
Hopefully nobody's off tomorrow trying to play.
Yeah, the
19th. Office.
Used to be my favorite program, not so much anymore, but Team Diamonds this week. Yimmy, tell us about it.
Team Diamonds has been kind of a rough spot the last, I would say, like 2 or 3 Maddens. I don't know if anybody remembers the debacle last year. Basically, you build 92s, and then there was 95 master sets per the usual. But then they also had these 95s that you could only pull out of bundles last year that kind of get everybody into a tizzy. Nobody likes that, especially EA's been very much spend money heavy lately. So they changed it up a little bit this year. This year there's actually no master, which kind of surprising. So there's no real urge to do every 32 team set and complete that. So a little bit of relief on that one. But one thing they did different is yes, there's still the 92s, but there's also 93 versions that are limited versions, they basically call it. Now, you're thinking, no, you don't have to pull those out of packs. You can actually pull them out of packs, which is a W, but you can actually build the set. So it takes a 92 and then 4 of the corresponding division tokens, and you can redeem for that 93 overall player. Plus, I don't understand the rhyme or reason for it, but you complete the set, you also get that 92 B&D back, and it's like, I don't know why I bought
And the
that.
tokens
if I have
back. And the
93,
tokens
but
back. Like, it's so
what do
weird.
you can do with the tokens? Like, they don't,
Right.
sir, you can't put them into another set or anything. So it's like, okay. Anyways, but still, like, that's how you get these 93s. So it does actually make them a little bit more reasonable. And they actually quick sell like a regular limited. They quick sell for 350,000 coins at the end of the day, as opposed to last year where all the diamonds would quick sell for training per whatever their overall was. So that's kind of a W this year. So they did change it up a little bit. The sets are pretty much the same. It was very much team builder, division heavy, like it was a couple years ago. Last year, I think it was just any kind of anything, and you could just do different exchange sets to do all this stuff. But so a little bit different in that regard this year. But no, overall, it's definitely an improvement from last year, I think.
Animal, I'm gonna ask Munson and Wes a question about Team Diamonds, but if you can pull up the Roy card you were showing us just before we went live. Munson, did you get a chance to get any Team Diamond yet? Are you gonna go after the Steelers Team Diamond?
I've looked through them. I haven't got any yet. The Steelers team diamond is Mel Blunt. So I'm
Oh,
hoping
he's
I can
great.
use 93 Mel Blunt at corner 1 and 92 Mel Blunt at corner 2. Is that the way it's going to work? Probably not. I guess it's free trading for us when you put
Maybe
it in
that's
there
why
when
the
you get it
B&D
back.
comes back, so you can use both. Hey.
I don't know. It'd be great if it was a team diamond B&D out of position card you got back or something, and he was a tight end or wide receiver. Didn't we have a Mel
That'd
Blunt
be
tight
great.
end last year before? I think.
With
Um,
Ultimate Legends, they've always had that lower tier
yeah,
when you do. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that'd be fun
obviously
if they did
that's
something like that.
yeah. Obviously that's not what we're doing, but I don't know. I guess it's for training. It doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I did take a look at it. I went in the sets there a minute ago and took a look. I didn't compare him to see how he was to the other players,
Yeah.
but he's always a great
Jesus,
card
look
in
at that
Madden.
card. Animal showing the card now. Wes,
That's
did you get
amazing.
TD yet? Terrell Davis?
No, I haven't been on the game yet, but that, to my knowledge, that's really the only card out of the entire program that I'm gonna get. It's the only one that gets Broncos Chems. It's champion, so.
Well, and I recommended earlier too that I said in our group chat, I don't recommend anybody goes out and chases any of these diamonds right now. You want to add a very valuable item to your team. I see Dallas on the camera. It who doesn't want Yimmy and I were like, oh, we're gonna, I'm gonna wait. And Yimmy's like, I can't wait. I got to stream this week. I'm like, shit, I do too. We can't not get Thurman Thomas. Thurman Thomas.
Content.
I mean, all intents and purposes, he was my guy when I was very, very young, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. Like, that was my guy. Thurman Thomas was my guy. I used to argue with people that he was better than Barry Sanders. He was in college, just saying. But it was for me, like, to not get Thurman Thomas is just wild. Like, why would I not want Thurman Thomas on my team? But if you're out there and you don't necessarily need to get a card right away, you're not playing ranked, or you're not, going crazy on stream right now or doing whatever, hold off. I wouldn't be shocked at all to see something happening in Blitz next week. The fact that we can change these out makes me think that they might release a master later on. It's just weird, the options for those sets, but we'll definitely find out on that. But yeah, Animal, incredible card. I can understand why you went out and got it. As far as going into the Harvest and Blitz program, we have they don't call it Harvest anymore. It's called
Autumn Classic.
Autumn Classic. I believe that comes out later this week. I did see just before we went live, I saw they have the fathers and sons game. I've always liked that. A lot of people don't. I just think it's super funny seeing the little teeny tiny players out there playing. I don't think I've ever had a Thanksgiving where I haven't gone outside and thrown a football. It's tradition. I love that they're back in the game. As far as that, I don't imagine it's going to be a huge program. I feel like they would have pushed it already, being that it's a week from Thursday's Thanksgiving. I can't believe that. That being said, Blitz, are you guys doing? I know we talked about it last week. I'm going to shoot over to Wes first. Wes, are you doing anything for Blitz? Are you planning on doing anything for Blitz? I'm at 7.5 million or a little bit more than that, ready to go for Blitz. Are you having any intention of involving yourself in Blitz itself in Madden?
So just so I'm sure I'm speaking on the right thing. This is the thing where they have deals all during the day, like probably on Thanksgiving, and
Yeah.
they're only available for a few. No, I'm not chasing that.
Sometimes it starts on Thanksgiving and then it usually carries on, but they'll also do that with like New Year's as well. But yeah, Blitz typically, we've had years before where it's like I've had reminders on my phone. They've done better at that, but that was exciting.
See, I've got to
pre-mut
work
leaks
on Thanksgiving and the day after, and probably the day before too. So if I'm around and I'm not like in the middle of dinner, yeah, I'll jump on and see what they got, but I'm not going to plan any, I'm not going to plan my day around it. That's for sure.
For sure. Munson, what about you, sir?
I'm not really planning anything as far as buying packs or anything like that, unless there's just some crazy deals. But I did do something in case there is. I did go out this last week and buy the new backbone.
Nice.
And
That's
Love
awesome.
the
in
backbone.
case you guys don't know, the new one, you don't have to remove your phone case. It works. It does.
That's a big deal, actually.
It's
You pop
and
it in,
it has
pop
a
it out.
charging
It's-
port.
yeah,
You can charge your phone straight through it while you're on there. But anyway, that
lightning.
will allow me to get some of those deals I don't see normally because we're going to my mom and dad's for Thanksgiving. So I might be a little more involved with it. We'll see what kind of deals they got out there. I don't remember using too many Blitz cards for very long. I mean, there's always a couple in there that are really fast, it seems, and they're good for a little bit, but they have so many great programs this year. They get boosts and everything. Unless there's like a Blitz boost with cards or something like they're doing on these other ones, I think that have to be awfully good to beat out what almost free cards they're giving us now.
Yeah. And it's worth noting too. I know Anna was talking about the MUT market, how bad it's tanking right now, and it is, and it's only going to get worse going into next week. I think that Team Diamonds will possibly help even that out a little bit, just because you can make items from some of those overalls. But imagine if you were sitting on a couple 186 overalls that were going for dirt cheap yesterday. I don't often give advice on saving coins. Animal and I are both in that same category. That being said, if you have 86s, 83s on your squad right now, you might consider selling them and waiting a week. Going into next week, it's gonna even itself out. It normally does, but just try to be patient with Blitz coming out. It's you don't want to be trying to sell anything you're pulling next week. Ooh, excuse me, to put it as easy as I can put it. As far as preparation, Animal, are you doing anything in preparation for next week itself?
I'm awful at. I'm just so bad at that kind of aspect of Madden. Like I went to go sell my unbreakable cards because I know that the boost goes down on the 20th, and then they'd already dropped 50%, 40%. Like,
Wow.
So my Cam Scatterby that was 2.2 million 2 days ago is now 1.1 million. Like fuck. So I'm the worst at that. It's the one aspect of Madden I need to really get better at is getting ahead of the trends versus being reactive. Where it's like, oh shit, everything's selling, sell now. I'm really bad at that part of it. It's pretty well done.
Yemi, are you doing any other preparation outside of what we talked about last week? Have you done anything in particular for next week in preparation at all?
Nothing crazy. I have been trying to watch the 89s a little bit for the upcoming Autumn Classic, but we got to see what kind of cards are coming out and everything like that. Sometimes like if you can get 89s for, I would say at this point, like usually when I prepare for like the new program, I try to get in between like I would say like 75 and 80. If they go below 75, that's even better. I was able to get some 88s right before the breakout program came out and was able to sell them for a lot higher. But not really seeing too much of a tank in the 89s quite yet. So we'll see what happens when the new cards come out. But yeah, no other prep right now. I'm just kind of excited, for Blitz, like when the cards come out, because honestly, I'm actually sitting on a pretty good amount of coins right now. I'm gonna say this now, and let's see if it holds water. But I want to buy a lot of training, or at least get items for a lot of training, and kind of go a little bit heavier on presents this year. Like a lot of times, like if I get like the smaller presents, during zero chill, I'll like quick sell and try to get the bigger ones or whatever, and then with like maybe like 7 or 8 of them, just like 7 or 8 of the bigger ones as opposed to like the small ones. So we'll see how that goes. See if I can stockpile as many as we can, but. Jumping ahead a little bit, not just excited for Blitz. I mean, it's never really been about the cards. I think like Roy even said, unless there's a strategy item or a special boost that these Blitz players get, if it's just an upgrade for your team, great. If not, okay, whatever. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, you got Autumn Classic coming up. Kind of excited about that. This is where we see a lot of your I want to say your Night Train Lanes, Ronnie Lots, because they did mention a little bit of all Madden too. So I don't know if we're going to see some of those other heavy hitters like a Deion Sanders or any other cards like that. So kind of excited. We should see some big names this week.
Yeah, I definitely like the some of the games where they'll have the players, and if that team wins, they get a boost. I've always enjoyed that, like free gambling. Yes, sir.
Didn't do that last year.
I hope they bring that
can't remember
back.
about the year before, but I feel like it's been a while since they've done it. And yeah, that'd be great if they brought that back.
I hope they do. Animal, you had something, sir?
Yeah, on that on the blog post, on the it does have the all Madden roster, and it's got Peyton Manning, LaDainian Tomlinson, Mike Allstott, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Tony Gonzalez, Joe Thomas, Larry Allen, Jason Kelsey, Randall McDaniel, Jonathan Ogden, guys like Eddie George. I'm trying to think of other cards that haven't been in the game yet. Deion Sanders, Reggie White, Derek Brooks, Swing Gamers.
Oh yeah,
Lester Hayes, Shantae. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of players that haven't been released that are going to be in this whatever this all Madden versus Superstars thing is. So
a lot of scary Ravens on that list for sure.
There's a lot.
So
yeah,
hopefully that's a little hint of things to
Things
come
to come.
possibly for Autumn Classic
Yeah,
or Blitz
seriously.
or
Yep.
the next 2 weeks.
100%.
Something else we're gonna completely change focus here. We're gonna do cut talk because it's fun. I'm actually gonna start off here with Munson. Not the only cut player. Actually, I hadn't been playing, and then I started playing, and I've been having a fucking blast playing cut.
So fun.
I didn't do as well this week as I did last week. I'm gonna make Animal fucking wait as long as I possibly can for his bragging moment, because I got to see firsthand what he did this week. USOB, I'm super happy for you, but also very jealous. But nonetheless, Munson, tell us about your cut experience of let's say the last couple of weeks, how it's been going for you.
Well, I'll say this, man. I just first of all, just on the surface, comparing what they did last year to this year. Last year when they came out with this game, they even said, their focus was on the dynasty experience, and they didn't feel like people were going to want the cut experience if you were a diehard MUT player. So it was okay, and I enjoyed it. But they've really went all out this year, and really over this season, in season 4, when they started having the ranked play, when they started having the weekly competitions, which I'll be honest with, I'm super casual at this, and I'm horrible at reading anything. I didn't read anything on Thanksgiving. If it wasn't for Animal telling me about that live on the stream, I wouldn't have been number 1 last week, and I wouldn't have got my 92 tight end, but I did.
Sadiq, baby, he's so good.
Yeah, and I had to play one game. One game.
Yeah.
Nobody else
Wow.
in my Thanksgiving played. I played one game, was number 1, had 36 points. Number 1, got my 92 card.
Love that.
So I think they've done a tremendous job this year with making it, I won't say more like MUT, but in the competitive head-to-head places, it is. You have a ranked mode, you have a normal head-to-head, you get rewards for it. There's different events. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed that the playbooks and the way the playbooks are way different than Madden. On some of them, you can still get a pro style playbook and play something similar if that's the experience you want. But you can also do something totally different and run a wing tee or motion option plays, quarterback run every play, whatever you want to do. just about anything. And I think it's a good contrast to Madden, and I've enjoyed playing both this year equally. But there is a place in my heart for the college football over Madden most of the
Yeah.
time. But I've really enjoyed both, man. It's been great. Don't have the best team right now. I've got a 90 overall. Got a couple cards that are 93, 92. I'm sure there's guys out there that have way better teams, but I'm usually competitive 85% of the time when I go into head to head. It's just like Madden.
It's funny with college because I don't have that sense of like worry of playing the game. I think I've played
No.
like 2 online games all year, but I have fun going on there and getting
Oh, yeah.
B&Ds, and I can roll packs for hours. Yeah, maybe they're B&Ds and maybe they're not always the best cards, but the fact that I can go into the 100K or 10,000 training, I'll be in there for hours rolling and spinning and having an absolute ball with it. And I have a competitive team if I wanted to play, but Halloween was more fun on college this year than it was for MUT for me. So far Thanksgiving, it's not even close. And the fact that on College Ultimate Team that they show you what you'll get for ranks giving without having to stress and worry about like, is it worth my time or not? Even if you don't want to actually put the time in, like Munson got lucky with a guy that played one game. The guy that I was up. I don't know if you know this, Munson. I was up like 160 something points to 0. Animal does know this. This fucking asshole, like 2 hours ago, just goes crazy. I didn't know. And I went in and I was like, you son of a bitch. But even then, I'm like, that's cool. I played like for maybe a couple hours and got a 90 overall. Imagine getting on Madden right now and getting a 90 overall, not to mention that Cut's a little bit ahead of Madden. Even an 89 overall would be worth my time on Madden just to sign in. I don't even have to play a game. You're going to give me a free 89 or 90 overall. So college definitely taking away. They have the ultimate team side of things seems to be a lot better. Not playing online competitive, but I'm having a lot of fun with Cut. Animal, not yet. Wes, tell us about your Cut experience the last couple of weeks. What's been going for you?
Well,
College.
I haven't actually played it the last couple of weeks. I've been sticking with Dynasty, but my biggest takeaway from Cut this year is it's way more like Madden than it was last year, and their store is a freaking B&D LTD vending machine. I think I had like 13 B&D LTDs on my team at one point, and I finally sold a bunch of them. But dude, you were talking about you go on there, you have fun, you get a 90. The feeling you get, whether it's B&D or not, when you see those big animations pop, you're just like, yes. And then you don't use them for a while, but you've inspired me now to get back into it. I got like 10,000 points on my account just sitting there waiting to be used anyway, so let's go.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where they're gonna go with Cut moving forward. I'm curious to see. I genuinely hope. I know this isn't a fan favorite if they don't own both games, but I really liked the Ryan Shazier. If anybody at EA, if I could tell them one thing, it would be as simple as this. I was not really playing Cut a whole lot until the Ryan Shazier token thing came out. And once it did, it forced me to play college. I found myself having more fun and enjoyment and time spent playing Cut than I did on MUT. Even though I knew the rewards specifically were going to Madden, I still, after I got the results, I'm like, I'm still going to keep playing this because this is actually a lot of fun. The lockers, the animations are incredible. Kudos to the Cut team this year. It's really, really fun without, again, taking the whole competitive side of it. I have not played competitively, but it's just been enjoyable. I was actually telling Animal this earlier this week. I go, why can you and I play college and have fun and just get on there and not care? We're casual, we're doing our thing, but then we go to Madden, we get a 2 or 3 head-to-heads in, and we want to fucking uninstall the game and never play it again. Like, at what point did we transition? And I guess with Cut, I'm never going to probably intend to go to that competitive side, but the longer I'm playing it, the more I'm feeling like maybe I should give this a go. I don't know how bad the gameplay is on college. I don't know enough people that play, because usually when Madden comes out, college gets, put to the side. It's the side chick more or less, but it just kudos. It's been a lot of fun. It really, really has. I only have one more thing to go over. I'm just going to do a quick roundtable. If you guys have anything real quick, Yimmy, did you have anything to go over as far as, okay?
College is fun. No,
Thank
honestly,
you.
I will say this. I don't
End of
do
quote.
much Cut stuff, but My brother-in-law and I play Madden every weekend. We also play a little NHL. Honestly, sometimes I feel like let's just get through this Madden game so we can play college because it's like we play regs in Madden. That sucks because we already know all the teams, all the players, all the everythings. We don't know anything about college. So let me hop into college. Let me play with the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and see if like we have fun
Yeah,
with that. And we actually do
yeah.
have a lot of fun. Like sometimes like oh shit, my running back's 99 speed, my quarterback's got 99 throw power. Like, all right, let's have fun with this. We actually enjoy playing college football regs more than Madden Megs, so or Madden regs. But yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Interesting.
thought that the gameplay for college was great with the exception, one exception. And I'll ask you guys, because you've been playing it more, did they ever fix dropped interceptions? Because Jesus, that was like the thing that ruined it for me.
Oh, I throw a lot of interceptions. Yeah.
I pick off a lot of passes, man. I return
Yeah.
a lot for touchdowns.
Yep.
Good to hear.
So I think once the cards got a little higher
Yeah.
in overall, I think they kind of went away, or maybe it was a title update. I don't know, but I'll tell you, man, the one thing I did different this year in cut that I did last year, and has made me enjoy it so much more, is I don't care about a theme team. I'm not in there spending coins for a theme
Yep.
team. Last year and this year, now it's even more coins. You can make any player your team in cut, but you have to spend coins for that,
It's a
and you
lot.
get back a
You get
little
nothing
tiny
back.
bit.
You
Well,
get
I think
almost
you get
nothing back.
almost last year you
Nothing.
nothing, and this year I think you get back just a like
10%.
10% or something. It's
Yeah.
something horrible.
Totally not
Um,
worth it.
so I will say this to anybody that wants to play cut that has it that hasn't played and you play mutt, don't unless you just don't care about money. Don't even try to do it's not fun because when you see a new card pop up and it's a 92 Keanu Neal from the Gators, or it's I'm looking at my team right now, or it's a whatever, whoever it might be. I got the wide receiver Malachi Fields from Notre Dame. I
Yeah,
mean, they're going
he's
straight in
awesome.
my lineup. There's no
Yeah,
question. Oh, do they get this team, Kim, or do they do that? No,
doesn't
this
matter.
guy's a straight stud. He's going right in the lineup, and he is a B&D LTD, just like Wes said. And we'll sell him off later when we get a higher card. So
You
I've had
know,
a blast with it.
to piggyback on what you just said, because it is so expensive to put the team chemistries on the college players, it's actually, I think, more effective to just match your scheme with your coaches so that you have everybody and the other players so that, you got West Coast players or I don't know, vertical, whatever they are. They all have like a
Yeah.
scheme. And if you match those schemes, you get probably just as good of a boost as you would if you put them all on the same, college team. So
Yeah, so you can take whatever your highest level cards are, whether you're quarterback, running back, receiver on offense, and pick that style of offense that matches those cards. And that's not expensive to do. That's cheap to do, and it boosts them like crazy.
Crazy.
It gives you 25 right off the bat when you put
Yeah,
that
from just
playbook in
playbook.
and you have a card. Yeah, just the playbook. So it's pretty awesome. But the one thing I don't like about cut, this is my little nitpicking thing, is the stupid coin pack cards you get for rewards.
You get
It
so
is
many of them.
absolutely asinine. EA, stop it. If you just log on and play, whether it's
Well said.
offline, online, whatever you want to do, and you play for say you play for 2 days and don't open packs, you might have 100 to open. I mean,
Not
and
even
you'll
an
just sit
exaggeration.
here.
Not an
You just sit
exaggeration.
here for
Not at
30
all.
minutes. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, hitting the button.
I assure
Stupid.
you that when Animal and I were
Stupid.
chasing Shazer tokens, we
Oh my
had over 100 coin packs to open.
It's like, what is happening? I played cut this week. I had the most fun this week playing cut. It was incredible. I pulled a B&D Steve Young. I pulled a limited B&D D'Anthony Thomas out of the rerolls, out of the freaking alumni training rerolls for 3100 training free. I played a game last night, which was the best game I've played of any game on any system, of all year. First drive, and this is head to head. This is in cut head to head. First drive, first play, I throw a pass, it gets fumbled. They return it for 6. And I was like, well, shit, that's not great. Second play, they kick off. I get the ball. I run out of the back of it. I get sacked for a safety. So I'm down 8-0 already with him getting the ball. And I've had the ball. I've had 2 plays. And I had to fight and claw my way back into that game. And there was so many momentum shifts and big plays. And it was just trying to he kept running different plays. I kept running. He figured out what I'm doing. And it was such a chess match, and I ended up winning with like 3 seconds left. It was
Nice.
electric. It was like the most electric game I've ever played. And like I said, it couldn't have started more disaster. If that had gone in Madden, if I had thrown a fumble 6 in the first play, I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. But it's like college. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just kind of fuck around. Let's try some different formations, try some different plays. Let's try and move some stuff, different things. And it was so fun just having that ability to do that. Because again, there's not any really crazy dominant cards in that game that are like really going to break the game. Like I played a couple guys that were like all 95s in the top 3, and I was like, ooh, they're just as bad as I was. They're just trying to figure it out. So I think it's a really fun. Swin, I encourage you to try playing some head to head because it's really fun.
It's I have 2 quick things. I was playing, if you guys saw my stream, I know Yimmy was in there watching. We actually dived into regular season head to head. No abilities, no X factors. We got Josh Allen's Snickers card. I'm having a fucking ball. And I'm torching God squads.
I don't care.
I've lost a couple of games, but honestly, even the guy that we played yesterday, it was so fucking funny. He goes, I think he said I was eating his ass is the exact quote. But I go, look at my team, and he goes, holy shit, I can't believe you're beating me. And I go, are you having a good season? Like, are you in the running? He goes, yeah, I really am. And I was like, well, I'm going to give you the win. But it was just this totally carefree thing. And I know it's not all Madden, and maybe for me, I dropped so many picks in regular season head to head, but it is so much different than ranked. It's a different experience all the way around. And then maybe that's the next move, is playing college head to head. I will play it strictly for you, Animal. I will definitely give it a shot. The last thing I have, now that we're finished with our roundtable, one thing I've always taken pride in, when I started streaming, I streamed April, oh my God, 7 years ago, almost 8 years ago now, 7.5 years ago, I was streaming, and I didn't get my first raid until the middle of August. It was actually my birthday. I got my first raid ever. And I've always personally just kind of taken pride in trying to help new streamers. And I haven't done the best job of that in the last few years, because some work out, some don't. But I think just finding somebody who's been streaming for a while, maybe has or has not received a raid, but seeing somebody with 5 or 6 viewers, what I wouldn't do to go back to the enjoyment that I had of having 5 or 6 people watching me, compared to the enjoyment I get from 20 or 30 or 50 or 70. Just getting yourself on the map. And I enjoyed that. It was selfish of me, because I did enjoy helping those people. I enjoyed raiding people with 50 or 60 people and seeing their reactions and trying to help them out and help them get going. Streaming was a really cool thing. And I did see some of it across the community aside from raids, but I would really try hard to help people. And I took pride in that. On a personal level, I took pride in that. I can tell you guys without any hesitation in my heart and my soul that Roy McCracken has done more for anyone in streaming platform than anyone I've ever met. I dare you to tell me somebody who's put more effort into others before themselves. I sometimes did raid out in hopes that I would meet a new viewer, or maybe it was never my intention to steal their viewers, but it was nice to meet other people. Roy McCracken has gone out of his way since I've known him, and I've known him a very long time, to help others in the community. He has a stream team called XHG, Extreme Heroes Gaming. And for years, I would send viewers to his channel, because I have the BCOT and I'm very proud of it. But as far as I'm concerned, you gotta put in a little blood, sweat, and tears to be part of the BCOT. You can't be there for a stream and be part of our community. We got to know you. You got to be watching a few of our other friends before we accept you as one of our own. Munson does not operate that way. So Munson, without further ado, I would like you to take a few minutes, or as long as you would like, sir, to tell us about the XHG. Tell us about some of the things you're doing. Some of the people I have been fortunate enough to meet Munson through different situations, but I have met people, the list is endless, but if it wasn't for Animal, or if it wasn't for Animal and Yimmy and Wes and certainly McCracken, I don't know some of the people that I've met in real life, people that I've been able to give a hug to in real life, people I've been able to share experiences on a personal level. I would like you to kind of tell us about XHG and who you are and why you do it. And if people are starting to outstream, you're more than welcome to help them. And I'll shut up because I'll just keep talking.
Well, I appreciate it, man. You know, it's been a roller coaster ride. We've had pretty good highs and we've had some lows, but I wouldn't trade in any of it. It's in a little different place right now than it has been. It probably has been a little, a little higher engagement, I guess you'd say, around the community. But the core group of people that were in it are still there, and we started that as just a community of people that were hanging out. Stream teams in general, I don't think now are as big of a deal as they used to be, as far as just notoriety on Twitch. You're part of this stream team, you're part of that stream team, but it's more of a community thing. And I took a lot of cues from you. I actually, in the BCOT, as it's a community of people hanging out. And the one thing that I think we did manage to do different, and there was always people that are going to get upset, but for the most part, we try to be super inclusive of everybody. And it doesn't just mean like different, looks on life. It's different streaming levels. People that stream from a console, people that are just getting started, people that stream totally different kind of games, not just in the Madden directory or anything else, and people that might have those 2 or 3 people in the stream, but it's the same 2 or 3 people, and tried to get to know some people. Now, over the last year, for me, I've had a lot of things in my personal life that's kind of kept me away from streaming as much. We've moved. One son is now a sophomore at WVU. My other son's a senior in college. On a very personal level, with my wife, lost her mother and father over the last 3 years. So it's been kind of hard to keep all that up. But I am going to get back to having the show with the people on it and try to do that and try to get back. And then, not to talk bad about this, every experience, whether it's bad or good, you got to learn from it. And that took me a long time to do that. You guys might not know, but I had another streaming community before that, and it blew up because some people had a fight here and there, and I let it come to me personally, and then it just all went downhill. If 2 or 3 people in our community can't get along and they go their separate ways, that's between them. I love those people all the same, and I try to support them all the same, and try not to let those things overcome and try to get into it. So that's always been a struggle for me to do that. Like I said, I got into the CFM stuff this last couple of years, and I streamed a little bit more, but it's not really content people want to see. So not a lot of people are there when we're doing that. I'm trying after this couple seasons I'm in now to limit those and get back to more of the talk shows. I've been setting up some stuff for that, and we're looking to start that again. With my job, we lost a person there, and I had a bunch of people that I had to kind of cover for. We're kind of past that. We've hired somebody, so I'm hoping to get back to a couple days a week and having a hangout show again and starting back up doing that. But as far as the XHG community, I hope it can get back to where it was at one point. I'm not sad or mad about where it is at this point, because there's a lot of great people that are still in the community, and it's still a community of people. We got a lot of those people right here, and I value every single person that has still been around, and even if they've left and they're still around, I value those people. It's just 3 initials. It's the people. It's not about a stream team. So I hope that sheds some light on it. But that's where we're at now, and I'm hoping to me personally gear things back up a little more and stream a little more to get a little more visibility. It's not really for me, but if I get more visibility with the XHG Hangout show, the people I bring on get more visibility, they can grow as a streamer. I'm never going to sit here and, I'm 51 years old now. I'm not trying to be partner. I'm not trying to do this. I'm just trying to, enjoy it and help other people grow. So hopefully that can keep going.
I think that's actually how you made it great. It was never about you,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, but there has to be just a little bit of Swain talked about it, but I met everybody here through Swain at one point. Okay. I met Yimmy Pac-Man up there through Swain when he's streaming. Okay. And I went in there and I say, "Oh, you stream too?" And he's got 3 people in there, right? Or maybe 2. I don't know. I was one of them at the time. it's not ever about me, but I think I got to get back to where there's a little bit of a presence where it can go through me. You ever watch Ted Lasso? Have you guys Ted Lasso fans? Have you watched all the seasons?
Oh yeah.
Have you watched when they play total football and at halftime they're falling apart and Jamie comes in the locker room and he goes, "You're doing it wrong," and I'm doing it wrong too. He's like, "You don't play to me, you play through me, and I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here." And that it's kind of the way I feel about it.
I just
Watch
I
Ted
I,
Lasso, you're lost.
I saw for years of you focusing on everyone else but yourself, and I was amazed by that selflessness because holy fuck, I'm the exact opposite. And honestly, man, like you have put so many people on the map. You're gonna get fucking bad apples, okay? Anybody who has a Discord will tell you you're gonna get fucking bad apples, and you just have to. You have to. I know Animals heard me fucking say this way too many times. You can't enjoy.
I used to take it personal, man.
And it's hard not to. It's hard not to, but you have to. You can't enjoy the sweet without the sour. Is what I've told Animal. And honestly, the more sour something is, the more sweet it's going to be in the end. And I genuinely hope that I never see your XHG go away. I think that you guys have all collectively put so much time and effort into it. Animal's like, I'm getting a BCOT tattoo and an XHG. He said it every time. Yep. Motherfucker, like he's literally going to get the tattoo. And I'm like, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it. This is more. And I'm telling you now, Munson, I'm making you guys fucking cry next week. But it is just, and I've told you this before, but like to say it on a public platform, like it is, you are an absolute incredible human being for what you've done for the Madden community, the college community, the Twitch community. I've seen you do your Discord. I've seen you do things on your Discord that I would never even consider doing. And you're doing it just to be helpful and nice to other people. I've seen you make adjustments to your CFMs just to be helpful and beneficial to other people. If those people have done a fucking shitty job of thanking you, then allow the four of us to thank you from ourselves. Cause I've heard all three of these gentlemen say nothing but nice things. I've never heard anybody say something negative about you, and God fucking help them if they do, because I'm vocal and stupid enough that I will fucking get involved myself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this community. This is not the first time you've been on this show. You were on it. Fuck, Wes, was it 5 years ago? 5 years ago?
It's been a while.
Holy shit.
A little older.
Full wrap up next week. It's going to be my favorite show. I've been looking forward to this since I talked about bringing this back when Wes and I first talked about this. The Thanksgiving show next week. I want to have you back. I want to have Yunk. I want to have Kookie. I want to have Jimmy. JV Bowers is going to join us. I can't wait to see his fucking beard. He's going to make Animal look like a child with his beard. It's going to be a week. Enjoy the content that's out right now. I'm hoping that next week we have a lot more Thanksgiving style stuff to talk about. We need a homework assignment. We did not think of a homework assignment. What's our homework assignment? What are our commenters that we love that to show up every week? What are they going to comment for us? What are they thankful for this year? No homework this week? Next week would be good. Thankful.
You need to play 5 head-to-head cut games.
Sold.
Or maybe 10. And then give your spiel next week of was it good? Was it bad?
Experience.
Your review is due next week.
Your ultimate team experience.
Well, if you guys have not, please go give Roy McCracken a follow on Twitch. Without further ado, yes, sir.
I did have one more thing. Animal, did you pull anything good in cut this week?
I wasn't even gonna bring it up. I was skipping purpose. I'm
generally curious. I have not heard of this, and I was just wondering if he happened to have any good pulls. Question.
Just a casual 93. Oh, sweet.
He's gone. Whoops.
That's great.
And we struck a nerve.
You're doing a step up pack right now.
Animal, tell us. Oh, he's gonna show us.
There we go.
Season
let's go.
Season B. Out of an alumni, that's a 3100 training. I pulled a Steve Young also out of that 93.
Let's go.
And he's a lefty. And again, I'm very anti-lefty. He's great. It's changing my mind. It's like this week playing college has really changed the way I'm looking at the game. So I'm I'm really like, just to echo what Swain said earlier, I'm really thankful they did the crossover with the Shazier stuff, because I hadn't played really since the game had came out, or since Madden came out, and now I'm playing Cut more than I'm playing Mutt, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things for me was when Swain did bring me over. He was like, "Yeah, do a bunch of these solos. You get your Shazier tokens. You don't have to spend any coins." I'm like, "Okay." I get into solo number 1, complete 6 passes. I'm like, "And how much coins do I need to spend to get these tokens?" Okay, let me just do that. Like, some of the solos have been a little grueling, and that's what kind of loses me. Even with like the Team Diamond solos today, that came out, a lot of it was just like one possession things, like complete, like you have to do like little things here and there, like do like two juke moves or something like that, but also just like pass for 40 yards. Okay, I can do that all in one play. Those are the solos I like. Anything more than like 2 possessions, or I have to do like 3 different plays, like forget it, I'm out. Just like short, sweet, get to the point, get me out, give me my shit, let me move on.
That's the way it should be.
Sure.
Well, without further ado, thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Munson, for the special guest appearance.
Oh,
Next
thanks for having me.
next week's gonna be a doozy. Thank you guys out there for watching us. I think like Yemi said, it's Thanksgiving break. No homework assignment for our commenters
There you
out
go.
there. Next week we will. You'll have a tough one. I'll have one ready for next week. But without further ado, let's be done with this show. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
Later.
thanks for having me.